Hey everybody, it's Justice for Comics. It's Thursday afternoon. Had some time here to shoot a quick video. Wanted to go over some previews of books. I went over I won't do Marvel because I've already done that on one of my prior videos. So this will be like the Independents and maybe a little bit of DC books that I'm looking at, pulling for my June order. So this will give you an idea of what I'm kind of targeting. Also, real quick, as a side note, I saw this tweet today by Donny Cates. I follow him and several other comic pros to kind of get an idea of what's going on in the industry and things like that. Sometimes they'll tell you something's coming up in a issue, and that may make sure that you pick it up, that kind of thing. So Donny Cates tweets this today. Donny Cates and Jeff Shaw, August 2019. I don't know what this is supposed to mean. He's been working for Marvel for a long time. So he's doing a new project with Jeff Shaw, I suppose. So I responded to Donny Cates. I said, yeah. So, like, what's this supposed to mean? And his response was dumb tweet. he thought he did not like my response. So, hey, I like Donny Cates. I think he's a good writer. He's what I call a normie. He doesn't infuse politics into his writing. He writes good stories. He writes about heroes and villains, and he just does a great job. So I got no animosity or hate against Cates. I think he's awesome. But I had a little back and forth with him. What's cool is he'll actually respond to you. And that says a lot. I mean, there's a lot of guys, I'm sure you could send them tweets all the time and they'll never respond to you. Donny Cates usually responds, not always in the way that you want him to, but he does at least reply. And it's funny is, you've got a lot of people that run to support him, like, oh, how dare you say anything about this? And then I guess the reason he did this is because Jason Aaron basically did the same thing. Him and Pavlov, I think, are doing a project together in August. So Cates did this as a response, basically, because I know him and Jason Aaron are buddies. So that's I figured out that's why he did it. So that makes sense now. But when this came out, I was like, yeah, what's this supposed to mean? So it was pretty funny. I thought that was a nice little exchange I had with him today. All right, moving on to the pre-orders for June. Books that I'm looking at. Some of these are in May. I think it's May and June is the pre-order list here. I think most of them are in May. So Black Hammer and Justice League #1. I like the B cover the best. That's a Sorrentino cover, so that's the one Let me blow this up a little bit. That'll be the one I'm going to target, is the Sorrentino cover. I think there's 4 covers. 5, excuse me. 5 regular issue covers. Who knows if there'll be any store variants or any of that other stuff, but yeah, I mean, there's the D cover is pretty, or the E cover, by the way, is nice too. Yuko Shimizu. I have no idea how to pronounce that. But I kind of like that one too. But the B cover, I think, is the way I'm going to go on that. I think Dark Horse. This Joel Golem, Occult Detective. I mentioned this on my last video because the issue #1 had just come out. And I do like this cover here. It's pretty cool. Just one cover for #3. It's kind of a cool cover. That might be worth looking into. Could be a good series. I like Mike Mignola. He does a good job. Another one that looks interesting perhaps is Manor Black #1. Colin Bunn, who does a lot of writing. I mean, this guy's the busiest writer, I think, by far is Colin Bunn. I mean, he's doing 4 or 5 books at any given time, and it's because the guy's writing all the time. And he's got a new series coming out, Manor Black. I do like this B cover. Very cool cover. Not familiar with Dan Bitterwritten, but man, he does a good job. I like that cover, so I might be picking that up. So a few on Dark Horse that I normally, I don't buy or pre-order a lot of Dark Horse books, but I think I'll pick up a couple of those. Definitely the Black Hammer for sure. There's also a Black Hammer Encyclopedia one-shot, so probably a little history of the Black Hammer universe. That's probably worth getting. Nice looking cover as well, so I'll be pre-ordering that. All right, let's move on. DC now. I'm interested in this Action Comics 1013 because it's got a nice Jamal Campbell cover. That's a really nice cover. I like that. And there's been a lot going on in the Action Comics series, so Bendis is doing a pretty good job. Aquaman number 50. 2 covers here. I think I like the A cover better. I mean, it's pretty cool. Black Manta on the cover there. Nice. And then this one, when I first saw it, I thought it maybe would be a Middleton cover, but it says that it's a Ryan Sook cover. But man, that looks just like Middleton's artwork. But I don't know. The solicitation says Ryan Sook, so I guess we'll have to see if that's correct or not. And then you've got Batgirl, and this does not look like a Middleton cover at all to me, so I don't know what's going on. But I'm not real happy with that one, so I've stopped kind of picking up Batgirl. The writing on it's not that good anyways. I've heard some good things on Batman and the Outsiders. Issue number 1 just dropped this week, and some reviews on it were pretty good. Brian Hill is the writer. He used to do Detective Comics. He did a really nice run on Detective Comics, so that might be worth picking up. Issue number 1 has some new characters as well that are introduced, so that might be worth picking up and continuing with. Batman Curse of the White Knight number 1, definitely one that you want to pre-order. Put that on your list. Sean Gordon Murphy. He's not putting his middle name in there anymore. He used to always be Sean Gordon Murphy. Now it's Sean Murphy. I guess he's trying to shorten it up. But that one will be a hot book. You got great writing, great art. If you like White Knight, you definitely want to pick up this. I think this is the follow-up, Curse of the White Knight. And you got a really nice B cover too. Man, I love that cover. That is awesome. I'm a fan of Sean Murphy's art. I mean, it's definitely a really good style. It's got a dynamic look to it. Kind of like, he doesn't draw just like Scalera, but he's got that similar dynamic style to it. So, yeah, I definitely like his artwork. Batman Last Night on Earth number 2. Nice Capullo cover. I don't know if Capullo is doing the interior artwork or not. I can't remember if he's doing interiors, but definitely nice cover. There is a B cover, which is a nice jock cover. I don't know why Midtown doesn't have the image. The image is out. It's kind of like a red cloud with the Batman's face in the background, or the Joker's face, I think, in the background. It's a really cool cover. I don't know why Midtown is not showing it, but it's out there if you want to look at it. I don't know what this Batman Universe number 1 is. Let's see what the solicitation says. You got Brian Michael Bendis writing, so that might be worth picking up. And Darrington is doing the art. It says here, following the theft of a priceless Fabergé egg, the Riddler leads the Dark Knight on a wild hunt after its true owner, Ginny Hex. By the way, Ginny Hex is the daughter of Jonah Hex. First appearance is that Walmart. I think it was a Walmart Swamp Thing. No, maybe it's not. It was a Walmart Batman number 2 or something like that. You'll have to look it up, but that might get that book moving again. Guest starring Deathstroke, Green Arrow, and dozens of Riddler-like lookalikes, rather. Stories by Michael Bendis and art by Nick Darrington. Originally published in Batman Giant number 3 and 4. Oh, so this is a reprint? Huh. Well, it sounds like it's a reprint. Oh, I guess I'm not aware of it. All right. So that might be worth picking up. I don't remember that originally coming out, but get back to where I was here. All right, so Batman 74. I've not been collecting Batman. I think my last video I indicated that. Kind of a cool Delato cover, though, of Bane. It's pretty cool. But I've just dropped it. I just haven't been into Tom King's writing. He's definitely, in my opinion, overhyped. I don't think he's that good. Heroes in Crisis, there was a couple issues that were really good, and then a couple of them that were just like, what did I even read? You know, it's just, he's either a hit or a really big miss. So, what are you gonna do? Catwoman number 13, you got a nice art germ cover. I mean, that looks like a Ben Oliver cover. I mean, go look at Ben Oliver's artwork. Is Art Germ starting to copy Ben Oliver? I don't know. It looks like a Ben Oliver cover to me. Deceased number 3's out. I noticed Midtown has this kind of screwed up. This is not a Matina cover. Pretty sure that is not a Matina cover. It looks like a Hairsign. Trevor, that looks like a Trevor cover. And then you've got the Putri cover, which I like a lot. The Nun, that's the Nun movie homage. So those two I definitely pre-ordered. I think this cover here that they're showing for the B cover is really the A cover. The B cover should be a, is it a Wonder Woman cover? Wonder Woman's face? Ah, man, I can't remember. I don't think that's right, though, but you may want to check on that. But I think I have B and C reserved on pre-order. Deathstroke's been pretty good. I'd like to see what the David Finch cover looks like. They don't have an image of it, but Finch usually does a pretty good job. Detective Comics 107, that's been pretty good. You got a nice Kyle Holtz cover. He's the guy that did the Carnage Mind Bomb, so he's good at kind of drawing dark, twisted kind of artwork there. And Detective 108, you got a nice Brian Hitch cover. Very cool. That might be it for DC. Event Leviathan, I think I'm going to be picking that series up. I like Alex Maleev, and Bendis is doing the writing, so that might be decent. Usually I'll pick up the first 2 issues and see if I like it, and then continue from there if I think it's good. What else? Harley Quinn. Kind of a cool. Again, that looks like Ben Oliver to me. I don't know why. Frank Cho. Cool cover. And if you're into Sienkiewicz, there's a nice little Sienkiewicz cover for the B cover of Hawkman. Tedesco was doing a lot of the covers, but looks like they're alternating there. Jimmy Olsen number 1. Probably not anything I would pick up, but I do kind of like this Ben Oliver cover. You know, this kind of looks like a Norman Rockwell type drawing. Gerald Perel's pretty good at that too, making like something look old, like a Norman Rockwell style. Justice League Dark, I've not really been continuing with anymore. They got the annual out. Looks like a Rossi cover. Yeah, I think that's who the artist is. All right, DC moving through the list. Justice League. I'd say the A cover is the way to go, with a Jim Chung A cover. Not really into Terry Dodson artwork, but Lois Lane, I think the one that will be hot will definitely be the Ginny Frizen cover. That's kind of a cool looking cover, very nice. That one might be worth picking up. That was the guy, Riley Rossimo. I think that's who did the annual for Justice League. Was it Justice League? Yeah, Justice League Dark. Pretty sure that's the artist. Looks like his style. Nightwing, you got a nice Greg Capullo B cover, very cool. I think that would be the one I would pick up. Red Hood, you got another Putri cover. Very nice. And you've got the annual number 3. Oh, that's Bizarro there. I don't know. This could be interesting. Shazam, I've not really been collecting Shazam. Kind of dropped that after the first 3 issues. Kind of a nice Carrie Andrews cover for Supergirl. Brainiac, that's kind of neat. I like that. For the Adam Hughes fans, I'm sure this will be popular. The B cover for Superman number 13. Adam Hughes. Teen Titans 32. This is one I would definitely put on your list. I don't know if this is I think this will be the first time Crush and Lobo battle or meet. I think that's the way it's being solicited. Let me see here what it says in the solicitation. Lobo's back and he's got his daughter Crush. Dead writes, at least she can ask him about the identity of her mother. Yeah, so that's definitely one to pick up. There could be some origins of Crush's mother. Sorry guys, this is what I don't like about this Midtown. The old website, I would click on something, it would just be a pop-up. Now it's like taking me to another page, and then I have to page back, and then I have to go. It's a big pain in the butt. So I'm not a big fan of the Midtown change to their website yet. Maybe it'll grow on me. But they're showing 2 covers there for Teen Titans 32. I think the B cover is a Garner cover. So that's what it's saying here, but that's not the Garner cover. It's a close-up face of Lobo. It looks pretty cool. So I like both covers actually on that issue, so I might pick up both. All right, Wonder Woman. You got a nice Frizen cover. That's one of the better Frizen covers I've seen in a long time. I like that look, the color. It's kind of like a framed wood. I mean, that would be awesome if it was just in a virgin, which DC tends to do, like a partial virgin cover on their B covers. So that's probably worth getting, in my opinion. And then you've got another Frizen cover, which I don't like as much, but there's Cheetah there. Pretty cool. And I think that's it for DC. So let's skip. Let's go through some independents. Most of the stuff I'm going to skip. IDW I'm skipping, or Dynamite rather. I've been a sucker for these Stuart Sager Virgin covers. They're kind of cool. I like that one too. Pretty nice covers. And they are pretty low print runs, so they tend to sell out. Usually on Midtown, they tend to sell out. Let's move through the list here. I kind of like this old Vampirilla replica edition. So if you don't own Vampirilla #1, I don't own it, but this would be kind of a cool thing to have. Nice reprint of that issue with the cover. Pretty cool looking. And I'm sure it'll be in a nice, maybe a prestige format, or at least a nice card stock would be cool if they have it in that. All right, so there's a lot of books with Dynamite still. Most of them I'm not really interested in. Okay, IDW. Once in a while they have a book that's interesting. I don't think there was anything on there that I was really, really interested in. Yeah. Amanda Blake trade paperback. I know that's been pretty popular. All right, moving on to Image. Analog, I think I picked up the first 2 or 3 issues when I came out, and I don't know, I just didn't stick with it. But and it's not been coming out on time. Obviously, they're up to number 6, and that book's been out for well over a year. So that probably doesn't bode well for them. I'm sure the sell rate on that's low. Bitterroot's been pretty good. There's a special one-shot coming out. I think that book's been consistently decent. At least what I've read on it, it's been pretty decent. Gideon Falls, in my opinion, Gideon Falls is the best Image book that you can buy right now. I don't think there's anything even close to it. So it's pretty much the only Image book that I have on my regular pull list is Gideon Falls. So that will continue to be the case, I think. Also Ice Cream Man. I'll take that back. It's Ice Cream Man and Gideon Falls are the 2 consistent books that I'll pretty much buy every month. I just think the writing on it is excellent. Story, the artwork's decent. Those 2 titles I definitely will pick up. Also Lazarus Risen. I probably wouldn't buy this if I wasn't so invested in the story. I mean, I bought all the original issues of Lazarus when it came out. I picked up the miniseries that came out, and then I think they're coming out with a set. This is a 7-issue run, I think. So this is number 2, and they're prestige thick books. That's why it's normally $8. I mean, this is like a 45 page comic book. It's a thick prestige format. Definitely, if the writing is awesome. Greg Rucka, he does a really good job with this storyline, and Michael Lark is excellent. I mean, his artwork it's kind of like Brian Hitch style, that realistic look, but even better artwork than Brian Hitch, in my opinion. So yeah, I like Lazarus. It's good. But I probably wouldn't buy it, though, if I was just starting off. I think the only reason I'm buying it is because I'm invested in the story from the beginning. Middle West number 9, that's been a title that I've been consistently picking up. Writing is excellent. Artwork's awesome. It's just a great book. So that definitely will be on my pull list. Monstrous number 24. I got to tell you, it was a little lagging for me the last several issues, and I read 21 or 22, and it was a little bit better. So I'm going to continue with this and see what happens. But that's the father of the half-wolf on the cover there. So the artwork is amazing in it. I mean, might be just worth getting just for the artwork. I mean, it is amazing artwork. Sana Takada does a great job. So I definitely like that book. I think that might be it. Realm, I kind of dropped off a while ago. Redneck, I kind of fell off of. I think Skyward, I fell off of. Space Bandits, number 1. Now, I'll give this a shot. It's got Mark Miller as the writer. He's very hit and miss for me. Sometimes he's a hit. I liked Magic Order, for instance. I thought that was very good. But a lot of his stuff I don't care for. But you've got Matteo Scalera doing the artwork. I like his artwork. His style is very, very good. So I'm interested in picking that up. Yeah, it looks like there's, 6 covers. So pick the one you like. I usually go with the A cover, usually. McFarlane, $2.99, so we're getting near the end, issue 300. Pick the cover you like. I've normally been buying the B cover, which is just a version of the A, basically. So pick the one that you like, but I definitely would recommend getting Spawn. I don't know if I'll continue with it after 300, but I'm sure he'll keep it fresh. Something will be coming up. I'm sure that will be worth it. think that does it for Image. Marvel, I already did a video on all the Marvel solicitations, so go back and look for that in my video history. Let me get through Marvel. And Marvel has a lot of books. Still not done, man. Next will be Independence. If I can ever get to it. Jeez. All the trade paperbacks and regular issues, my goodness. I know somebody's gonna say, hey, why don't you just click on, yeah, wait a second here. Did I already go through the Independence? I don't think I did. Here we go. Let me just do it this way. All right, here we go. So Independence. Let's go through a few of these that I thought might be interesting. Archie versus Predator. That could be good. I'd like to see the Predator eat himself some high school students. I have no idea if that will be any good or not, but that sounds interesting. Yeah, Independence, it's Blade Runner. Okay, so that might be worth getting. You've got a nice Stanley Art Germ cover. That will get people interested. I do like this B cover too. That's just really cool. Very artistic looking. So I will probably be picking that up. I mean, even the C cover. I mean, yeah, all the covers are pretty nice. C cover looks nice. And then you've got the D cover. And then a blank. Okay. So I will try out Blade Runner. Blood Realm #3. That's been really good. I like it. It's kind of like on that newspaper print. It's kind of an old throwback to the early days of comic books. Plus, it's cheap. You know, you pre-order this, it's only 98 cents. So I don't think you can say no to that. That's worth it for sure. All right, guys. Sorry, I'm paging through here to get to the stuff. A lot of the stuff I'm not that interested in. So Dark Age #1, that came out as a New Comic Book Day. So I don't know if you noticed that at your local shop on New Comic Book Day, but they did have a preview of this. And then there's the first issue. I'm going to give it a try. Red 5 sometimes has a good hit on their hand. I'm going to give that a try and see if it's any good. Dark Red #5. I've been collecting the first couple issues of Dark Red, and so far it's entertaining. I like it. So I might give that a continuation. Oh boy, they're doing a Donald Who Laughs. What the heck? I don't know. They'll throw anything against the wall sometimes. Electric Black #2. I haven't read the first issue. I should be getting that this weekend. My order should be coming in from Midtown. Interested in it. It sounds really cool. I like Scout Comics. I think they do a really good job. So I'm gonna probably pick up #2. You know, pick the cover that you like. There's the regular A cover. So it's kind of a creepy horror type book. I like that. I'm gonna give it a good read. All right, let's move on down the list. And a lot of this stuff I'm not. Goon #5. I picked up the first issue of Goon. It's not really my thing. I picked up Eric Powell's the Hillbilly. It was pretty good. Wasn't too bad, but yeah, normally it's not really my style. But I know there are a lot of Goon fans out there, so I'm sure that book will sell. All right, let's get past all the Grim Fairy stuff. Hashtag Danger. That could be cool. I did pick up the first issue to try it out. Ahoy Comics, sometimes their books can get hot. They definitely have low print runs. I do like the cover. on this. The first issue cover was really cool too, so I think I will give that a try. Honor and Curse #6. I've been buying most of those. They've been pretty good. I like the writing on it. Artwork's okay. It's not anything fantastic, but I'll give it a good... I'll probably continue to read it until further notice. I'll let you know if it starts to get tiresome or not. Get past all the jungle fantasy. My God, it's like 25 different covers. All of them basically soft to hardcore porn. But somebody's buying them. Man, there's just a lot of independent books these days. Killers, I don't know anything about that. B. Clay Moore, I think I've read some of his stuff. I don't really have to think about that. That could be worthwhile. Yeah, there's so many independents. My goodness. Lookers, they'll have like 50 covers of Lookers. The Mall. Monster World. That could be interesting. Neon Future, I've been recommending that book. I like the first issue. I thought it was very good. The artwork's awesome. I think the creative team is very good on that. So, yeah, I think Neon Future is one that's worth continuing. So I'll be picking that up. Let's see here. I know I'm skipping over some things here. Punchline, I kind of quit that. I picked up the first 2-3 issues, and I don't know. I lost interest in it. Red Winter #1 by Scout Comics. This looks interesting. I like the cover there. I'm a sucker for a black and red cover, and I'm interested in reading about that and seeing if it's any good. So I've got that on my pull list. Rick and Morty, Rise. I've collected the first 2 issues of Rise. Haven't read it yet. It's trying to get to it this weekend, but I don't know if I'll continue that or not. I'll see how good those issues are. All right, we're getting near the end. Yeah, sorry guys, I know there's some dead air here as I'm going through the list. Star Bastard. I thought the first issue was pretty funny. It's definitely not a serious title, but I like the title. The title of it, Star Bastard. That is appealing to me. I think it looks pretty. It's a pretty funny book. Oh my goodness, what the hell is this? Man, when I was a kid, my mother would have never let me go buy comic books. I would have been buying all the bad ones, or at least trying to. I think that might be near the end. Yeah, usually when you get down to the U's, there isn't much in V's. Walk Through Hell. I picked up the first 4 or 5 issues of this. I don't know. It seems like it's dragging a little bit. I liked it. I like Garth Ennis usually, but I was waiting. I was kind of wanting to see what's really going on with the title. You know, it keeps you guessing. I understand that, but I kind of lost a little interest in it, I suppose. And I think that might be it, guys. Yep, we're in trade paperbacks. All right. So that was the... this is a long video, 34 minutes. So I went through a lot of books, though. So hopefully you found the video helpful to some degree. Sorry for such a long video, but if you guys haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. Hit the bell for notifications so you don't miss any videos, and leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. Maybe there was a title on there that I missed that I should have been highlighting. Please let me know in the comments. And I will see you guys tomorrow with the Hot 10 list. Thanks.